Hey, good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, Satellite Sun? What's up, Manic Ascendant? Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I do hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying cool wherever you happen to be. It's still super hot around here. I'm doing good. I am so tired. I did a bunch of stuff today, and it straight wore my ass out. So I managed to drag myself here. We'll see how everything goes, but yeah, it's been a wonderfully eventful day. I just watched you beat R-Type 3, and that was quite the end. And good evening, RV Winkle, and thank you. I appreciate that. It was quite an experience. I definitely didn't expect it to go down like that, but it was really, really fun. I had a really, really good time doing that. So it makes me want to stream more shmups in the future. So that, and the fact that I just can't stop playing Nova Drift in my own time. What's up, Ms. Roy? Good to see you. I unlocked everything in Nova Drift. I'm done. I did it. I have all the unlocks undid. But I'm gonna keep playing because it's really fun. It's just so, and some of the later unlocks you get are really, really crazy. Like, I've found some unlocks that make builds that I wasn't so interested in before, like, work really, really well. I had one going today using the flak weapon that I was able to just turn it into this endless fire hose of death. It was so much fun. I had my best run ever today. It was like a hybrid construct build, and I made it all the way to wave 200 in that one, but I got doubled up on by bosses and lost track of where I was. The hardest thing for the construct builds for me is just keeping track of where the hell I am, because there's basically like 3 construct specialized ships, and like one of them is tiny. It is just this itty-bitty little triangle, and your constructs end up being like bigger and more eye-catching than your actual ship. Especially, there's things you can do, like you can shunt your shields to your constructs, so then it's even less clear like what the player controllable ship is. But still, I got to wave 200 with it, so it can't be that bad, right? But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I thought briefly about playing other things, but no, I really just wanted to play Nova Drift today. So we'll see where I go from that once I feel I'm done with it. Now that I've unlocked everything, it's kind of like there's nothing in particular driving me forward. I could try to get some of the achievements, but they all seem very situational, like stuff that'll just kind of happen by doing cool stuff. And I'm not much of an achievement hunter anymore. I was for a while, but I lost my taste for perfectionism a long time ago. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope everybody had a really nice Saturday. I hope it was relaxing for you. Mine wasn't, but that's okay. It was in a good way. I had a lot of stuff to do today, and I did it. So there we are. There it is. Even my most played Steam game, I've only got 40%-ish of the achievements. I've got a few. I wonder if I can get to pull up a list. Because I have a couple games that I got all the achievements in, but I don't know how to find them. A lot of them were added after most active played me. I kind of hate when they do that. Oh my god, they added a list of perfect games. Oh, this is interesting. You want to see something interesting, chat? You want to see what games I have perfected on Steam? This will be a lark. Malad Dundee had a haircut. This is Ryan Game Prep. Just finished making a raspberry sauce for dessert tomorrow. Check this out, chat. So I have of my. If we want to see something interesting, why would we be here? Good point. Good point. Alright. So of my 2,700 games on Steam, I've gotten all the achievements in 46 of them. And they include Tavern Master, Fez. Fez I had to work at. I remember putting a lot of time into this one. Below wasn't too bad. How do you get to the screen? Go to your profile, click on anything that takes you to your game list, and then they added this to the other tab. Has recently played all games, games are following, games you reviewed, and then now perfect game. Yeah, below we streamed this back in 2020, and I think I got all 10 of the achievements by way of playing it. Soma basically means finish Soma, yeah. Yeah, it does. I think there's like 1 or 2 you gotta go out of your way for, but yeah. Omega Land, I got all of them. Pixel Puzzles Japan. I think this was basically just beat all the puzzles in the game. DreadX Collection 3. This one I also worked at. Because I think there was something special you had to do in each of them. In each of the little games. I got all the achievements and contradictions. Basically just find everything in it. Got all of them for Inside, House of Da Vinci, Hellblade, Carrion. The Hero of the Kingdom ones, you just do everything that's available in the game. It's not hard. Submerged is similar. Play through the game, find everything. Void Stranger is cheating. There's only one achievement in it that you get very, very early on. The Room and The Room 4. Did I miss the achievements in 2 and 3? Alchemy Mysteries Prague Legends. Fight Crab, another Hero of the Kingdom game. Puzzle Agent 2. Frankenstein. This is a hidden object. Oh, there's The Room 2. A lot of these are hidden object games, as it turns out. Left in the Dark, Dead Secret. Dead Secret's a pretty neat horror game. Hexels. Apparently you can get all the achievements in Hexels in like an hour and a half. Samaros 2, Serious Sam Kamikaze Attack. I remember I put in the time for this one. Rogo. Missing Translation is a little free game. It's pretty cool. Pengami is a short, like, paper craft adventure. 20 Spall Mazes is just beat it. It's really weird that I got all the achievements in Firewood. I did not like that game. 6180 The Moon is basically just beat it. Simian Interface, I don't even remember. Super Strawberry Man, Rayal, Blameless. Emir just has 1. Epiphany City Prologue has 2. I guess we streamed this like 2 years ago. I got all of them for Churip because we finished it. Mover is a super basic game. Lure. And then for some reason, there are 2 more on here, but it doesn't have achievements. Does it? Does Capsule? Capsule has achievements, doesn't it? Yeah, includes 6 Steam achievements. This is a really neat game. If you've never played this game, this is a really, really cool game. I only have 2 perfect games. I only have 1 or 2 achievements to get an Ender. Wow! Getting all the achievements in Enter the Gungeon is incredible. I did have all of the achievements in Invisible Ink before they added the DLC. And then I didn't really like the DLC, so I never got the achievements for that one. So yeah. Yeah, there are a couple games where if I remember correctly, I'm really close to having all the achievements. But, you know, just tapped out somewhere as it happened. But if you play enough random indie games, you'll play a bunch that have only like 1 or 2 achievements that they just give you at like the start or the end of the game. So you too can pad out your perfect game list with a bunch of games that don't really mean anything. Proudest Persona 5 Royal. I imagine that one takes quite a time investment to do. Or Layers. Okay, anyway, chat, I'm not gonna spend too much time rambling tonight, because, like I said, I am tired, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to tap out early tonight, so let's go ahead and, oh, I see it now, because you got the big can of pee here. I guess this is aerosolized piss that he's spraying this dude with, and he's like, kind of into it, but knows he can't really admit it. The so-called Wario land. Yeah, that might be the main thing we do tonight. But schedule reminder. It's Power Hours night. You know that. I don't have to remind you. There's no stream tomorrow night. We're back on Hollow Knight on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Power Hours Thursday and Saturday. Next Friday, I'm planning on doing a Master System Odyssey. And that's it. Very straightforward week next week. No real surprises. The spray is like, no, stop. Went straight to... Well, I mean... It's right there. I mean, it's not even subtext. It's just text. It's simply what it is. It's how it be. I'm not gonna shrink from that. I will own it. We are still nominating games for the September community night. If you want to make a submission, get into our Discord, go into the community night channel, and do it, really. We're picking dragon game. Games about dragons, games with dragons, games adjacent to dragons. Just make sure there's some kind of dragoning happening. And then we are also discussing themes for Spooktober next month. If you have any thoughts on potential themes, get you to the Next Game channel in Discord and post up whatever you think. I believe we have like 6 themes now. And next week, actually tonight's basically gonna be the last night to put something up for consideration. Sometime tomorrow or Monday, I'll start some sort of decision-making process to whittle it down to one coherent theme. Koopa's a dragon? I thought Koopa was a turtle. Just like a really fucked up, angry-looking turtle. RuPaul's Dragon Race. I think that's it. I think that's all I really need to remind you all about. I was tempted to suggest Minecraft. I mean, technically, we wouldn't see it in 3 hours, but it does have a dragon in it, such as it is. Also, good evening, Dave. Good to see you. 2-Hit, good to see you too. I didn't even notice you there with the with the darker shade of blue on your name. I am so used to people's name colors now. I think we went through a period where there were a number of people who liked changing their colors around. But that seems to have ended. Not blue, it's definitely blue on my end. You've always been light blue to me, and tonight you're dark blue. So I can only report what I see. But yeah. The Minecraft speedrun record is 7 minutes? Wow. Huh. Does that use some kind of exploit or something? If you really think I'm gonna split hairs about color names tonight, you're in the wrong place. Probably on a known seed. Oh, that would make sense. That would make sense. Definitely. Anyway, chat, welcome back to the magazine. Welcome back to roughly over halfway through the magazine and past most of the important content, really. As you can see, we're sitting right here on the Power Players Challenge. A motley smattering of games to challenge even the most masterful of gamers. I get they want you to play Tetris too. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But the challenge is up this month. They got Super Empire Strikes Back, which is the highest score you can get. Mario Kart, best time on Rainbow Road. Tetris 2, who gives a shit? Top ranked tennis. How soundly can you beat Master Joe, the top ranked player? Soldiers of Fortune, how much money can you collect during the game? That's an interesting one, because you use money to upgrade your character. So not only do you need to find a shitload of money, you need to upgrade them as little as possible, which in that game is hard as fuck. Soldiers of Fortune gets very difficult, and, like, the final episode is super hard. NHL Stanley Cup was your widest margin of victory in a one-player game, and then the Power Club Challenge, if you want to earn some delicious superpower stamps, is your best time on the high level of the time trial mode in Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. What's up, Nemrin? Indigo, see the classic movie. And then they got scores from last month. Super Star Wars, some people beat the game. I mean, fuck you, I beat the game, whatever. Lowest scores in Game Boy Golf, 8 under. I'm pretty sure somebody's beaten the absolute pants off of that. Somebody's probably got like 37 under somehow. Super Black Bass, 25-pound bass sounds really big. Like, holy shit, really big. Shadowrun's an interesting one. Lowest body score at the game's end. Your body score is basically your HP. Your body score times 10 is how many hit points you have. You start with a body score of 3. You start with 30 hit points. And I don't need to tell you that there are some enemies in Shadowrun that can do like multiple hits in the team. So you kind of, I really think the floor for Shadowrun is around 12. Even maxing out the body score, some of those fights can get dicey if you get caught by like fire breath or frozen or something. You have that body score up, those are really nice. Good evening, Zem, good to see you. Yeah, you didn't put your submission in the magazine, it's true, I didn't. I should have. Ah, well. Lost glory of our youth. A bunch of degenerates actually played Bart's Nightmare and got some really good report card scores, so I pity them. Highest scores on Mission 1 of Desert Strike, best scores on the US course in NES Open Tournament Golf, and high scores in Tetris. Mark Furstenberg just beat the pants off of everybody else. Like, nobody else really showed up. Mark just laying down a fat 500,000 plus. Everybody else in the 100,000 range, so can't touch that with a 10-foot pole. But anyway, chat, you've had your chance to request something off of here if you so desire. I'm going to move on to the main event of the evening. What the promised, the prophesized Wario time. This is, of course, Super Mario Land 3, but there is no Mario in sight unless Mario's like the final boss somehow. That would actually be kind of cool. I'm guessing there is no Nintendo game where Mario is the final boss, but that seems like something really cool to do in a Wario game. I guess that ship has kind of sailed since Wario is kind of off in his own universe doing micro games and stuff. But they could have done that. They could have done that, and I think they should have done it. Give him some extra texture. Mario, a villain. Well, I mean, he's part of the aristocracy. He has his own fucking castle and fiefdom in Mario Land 2. So, I mean, come on. A home of his own, Wario was foiled in his attempt to take over Mario's castle in Super Mario Land 2. Now he stars in a battery-backed 40-level adventure of his very own. Will Nintendo ever let him be the keeper of his own castle? I don't know, because I never finished. You know, he used to be a carpenter who was in Donkey Kong. I didn't know that, actually. I don't know a whole lot of the ancient Mario lore. Once he started showing up in Super Mario Brothers, that's where I basically joined on. Good evening, Arcane. Good to see you. What the hey? Got back from watching a video about Wario's musical styles. Am I being haunted? Is the prelude to me seeing the Wario apparition? Wario is always 3 steps behind you, my friend. Never look back. Never look over your shoulder. Lest he vanish. So Wario's power-ups are hats. After being soundly beaten when he tried to take over Mario's castle, Wario figures there must be an easier way to get the castle. Plan B involves stealing treasure from the Brown Sugar Pirate. I mean, I guess that's consistent with the food theming of this island. Rice Beach, Sherbet Land, Mount Teapot, Syrup Castle, Parsley Woods, Stove Canyon, and the SS Teacup. But I gotta say, Brown Sugar Pirates doesn't sound particularly threatening here, unless it's like they coated people in brown sugar and then buried them in the ground to be eaten by ants or something. The Wabadook. 7 days, wow! He's sure they're hoarding enough plunder to finance the building of a castle so grand that Mario will be green with envy. Wouldn't that just be Luigi? So he sets out for Kitchen Island and buried treasure. As he explores the island and tangles with pirates, he dons a variety of hats that give him special abilities. I do love the strong naming conventions. Captain Syrup is cool. They need to bring her back. Probably put more thought into that name than the Brown Sugar Pirates did. It's my job! I get paid to think about these things. Now, you know what? Now I'm curious. Is because I can't really tell here. I can't really tell here. Yes, I see the hat in the dragon one, and I really want to comment on it. I mean, if you look at this map, none of this stuff actually looks like food except Mount Teapot. Syrup Castle does not look like syrup. It looks like a fucking skull, okay? Parsley Woods doesn't... I guess it could kind of look like parsley on top of a fork there. SS Teacup doesn't look like a teacup. Stove Canyon doesn't look like a stove. Rice Beach doesn't... Well, it's grains of sand, grains of rice, whatever, man. And then Sherbet... The ice place being Sherbet Land is cheating. I mean, come on. My question, what I am curious about right now, was the food theming a localization decision? Or the original Japanese names the same? And I mean, Mount Teapot is pretty compelling evidence since the mountain does actually look like a teapot. But it is possible that all of these had very different names in Japanese. There was no consistent theming to them. And Mount Teapot was still Mount Teapot. So when localization got a hold of it, they were like, oh, Mount Teapot, we should do a whole food theme thing. Or shadows when they need them, I know, right? Just start talking about Sonic and they'll show up. We know the dark magics to summon them. Good evening, Sacrificial Toast. Good to see you tonight. Don't need Sonic to bring you around, I see. Eva going right for the jugular. Got final approval today for the kitty I'm adopting. Oh, congratulations! That's gonna be so nice. That's gonna be really, really nice. I wish I had a cat in this house. I mean, I wish I wasn't allergic to cats, so I could have a cat in this house. That would be... Probably get that right in order. If only there was someone who could play the deep lore of the Sonic comics to me. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to settle for my family. Alright, hats. Hard hat. Wario's regular dome topper is a hard hat that gives him the ability to bounce enemies off the screen and break through brick walls using the powerful Body Slam. They can break through bricks by dashing into them twice. The Garlic Pot is a power-up, but its effect on Wario depends on what form he's in when he finds it. Small Wario becomes big. Big Wario becomes Bull Wario. Okay, that's kind of odd, but sure. Bull Wario can break bricks with a single dash, upend enemies by stomping the ground, and stick into the ceiling with the helmet's horn. That's handy. The Dragon Hat is one hot item. I mean, I could have told you that. Wario can't dash while wearing it, but he won't need to. He can burn his way through bricks and fry his enemies with fiery breath. Wario Land 2 is where we go full pizza tower. Okay, so I don't actually know shit about the Wario series. My experience with the Wario series was this game. I didn't own this as a kid. I borrowed it from a friend. I played some of the way through it. And play that Wario game, nerd. Will do. Can do. Yeah, I played through a couple levels of it and then returned it. The next Wario game I played was the Wii one. Whatever the WarioWare game was on the Wii, I played that. And then I played the Wii. I don't remember if this came to America or not. I had the Japanese version of it. But on the Nintendo DS, there was a Wario game that was sort of like an adventure game. And he had like 7 different costumes you could switch between that all had different powers, and you used them to solve different puzzles. But there was a lot of dialogue in it too. I got it in Japanese, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. These towers more Wario Land 4. Sherbet Land, Wario Land's map is the same in Japan. Sherbet Land is more accurately Sherbet Island, but it's mostly accurate. Okay, cool. Thanks for checking, Two-Hit. I appreciate that. Wario is whistling. Pretty sure that did come to the US? Okay. I don't even remember the name of it. In Japanese, it was just like Wario 7 or something. Yeah, and then there's one more hat. The Jet Wario. The Jet hat. Lets Wario fly for a short distance. He flies into enemies or walls, has the same crushing effect as the body slam does. Let's take a little peek-see at levels. There are levels. So the levels all have different places you can go and things you can do. They tend to have multiple paths through them, I've noticed. Looks like there's something cool in level 1. Oh, okay. I was wondering about this. First stage is a breeze. Wario bops along, breaking blocks and bounding over barrels. Later, after the tide comes in, return to this area and explore one of the caves after it fills with water. That's how you get in there. Okay. Seeing all this. Yeah, they mentioned it up here too. The landscape changes dramatically in some of the levels after Rice Beach floods. Return to level 3 and swim past the original exit to find a second way out. Cool. And apparently in level 4, you're racing against a giant pouncer. So not a thwomp, not a womp, not a thwimp, but a pouncer. A pouncer is the very nonplussed looking spike blocky guy that you can actually stand on. Interesting. Level 5 is last level. I remember doing this. That's the whip. Got teapots aptly named. 6 areas to explore. Reason boss high atop teapot. I think we did a bit of this too. And then they got some talk about some alternate exit stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Question. Actually, well, let me load into it. I will pose my question. Wario. Boing. That's fine. Shall I just pick up from where we left off last time? I think I might as well, yeah. Actually... Oh yeah, we can move on. Yeah, may as well. I am wondering how y'all feel about a full playthrough of this game. Are you itching to see the full Wario Land experience, or are y'all cool just doing bits and pieces? Yes, that's the question. That is the question. For you. Remember the debug code for this? Not a long game, you'd be down for either. Save is something we can come back to. Okay. Fine by me. Yeah, I wasn't sure what kind of eagerness there was for this. So, good to know. No. More interested in the later Wario lands. Alright, that's fair. Maybe we could do... Maybe we could do, like, one area... Like, one map area per go. Like, I could finish Teapot Mountain tonight, and... Wow. Seeing this on the big screen does not help little Wario's dignity. But I like being able to fly. Oh wow, you were actually supposed to do that. I thought I was gonna kill myself. The later ones are where the series really starts to have a unique identity. What hast I discovered? The end, I suppose. Keep in mind, back in the day, they didn't really know how well this would be received. We can just... It's fine, Wario. God, it's weird how his whole face jiggles when he laughs, except his nose. That's very strange. Deeply, deeply strange. And course number 08, like, makes it look like a golf game to me. Firm nose, load-bearing nose. Aww, boo. Micro Wario can't get in there. Oh, but you can go back from this way. And in fact, you have to. Unless you can go up over this, but... Sweet. Wouldn't mind seeing more of this as we come across it. Yeah, that should work out. That should be fine. I like the creature designs. It does have some pretty unique looking enemies. It does feel, I gotta say, I think they did a good job making this feel distinct from Mario Land. You know, it is, if I remember correctly, it's built on basically the same engine as Mario Land 2. But it definitely feels like its own game. Same engine. Yeah, it definitely feels it. Basically, Yakuza 0 because it's all based around money. That's fine. That guy is gonna shank me. I do not wish to be shanked. I found something. Heck of an experiment, whatever else you say about it. Very true, Warcell. Very true. It's definitely a swerve from the usual Mario games. Oh, we're leaving. I found the way to Sherbet Land. Sure. But land. I did, chat. I found a secret exit. It. I gotta take it. Fun fact, this game has secret exits. Let's check. Wario make an excellent Ferengi. Yep, looks like that in the game too. They didn't They didn't just make that up. You grabbing a big old donger to put on your head in the game too. I'm still getting used to this game too because you don't run. There's a dash. Aha. Wow. Ow. Micro Wario. Oh god. Jesus Christ. When does Wario ever run anywhere? Ugh. I've never seen hatless Wario before. Good point. Ugh. Some of these jumps are a real struggle. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. Does anyone else have custom commissions to make dragon hats? Hmm. No. Why'd they put spikes right on the other side of the exit door? What a horrible thing to do. I bet, you know what? I bet that place we got the Carmen Miranda fruit hat probably has a dragon hat made out of foam. That could be pretty cool. Oh, it's an ice level. Oh, we got a nice party soundtrack here too. A nice level, you say? Fucking hedgehogs, man. Can't trust them. I mean, when in ice country, come on. Of course, we need the. Oh my Jesus! Party says a holographic ghost aesthetic going on. Oh, that's cool. Why did it? No! No. You found one? Oh, that's rad. I like that. That is a good dragon. Stop dying. I don't know how. Not dying is hard. Nothing in this level is carried by what sounds like melodic farting. It does, doesn't it? That's what counts for music in Wario Land. Ha! Far more appropriate, thank you. Well done, Wario. Haha. I have bested the... I already forgot that guy's name. That duck is a pirate. Thworm. Wimple. Wimpledon. How in the hell? Ow, no! Pain, agony. Can I go back and get that one hat? No. I can die. That's what I can do. My god, they even have a plate of spaghetti hat. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'll start paying for the fucking checkpoints. I need it. I admit it. In Resident Evil 1, Notorious have farting trumpet music. Did it? I mean, really, like, Resident Evil 1 is one of those games that you could tell me anything about it and I would probably believe it. No bad dragon hat for me this time. Thank clowns for any death in the basement of the Resident Evil song. Seems oddly specific, but okay. I'll be honest, it's been too long to remember. An original RE1 is usually orchestral ambiance. Or flatulent ambiance, such as it might be. I remember an effort to revive the amount of shitpost comments or previously lost time when previous uploads got taken down. Those an evil fandom is blessed. Yeah, class writing death is not a fetish, it's a lifestyle. Nyar, 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 nyar. It's a key! I guess that's gonna be important. God, it really is just the same soundtrack as Mario Land 2. They, like, I'm sure they composed a couple new songs, but damn it. No, it's gone! No, my life! Arg! Blarg. You no treasure run, maybe. It has not escaped my notice that I have found no treasure yet. And that does concern me. I am filled with concerns. So, like... Wow, that wasn't anything. Amazing. Aha, but that is. Can I bring the key in here? Must I? I must. Ooh. I got a treasure! Some people say anything that can't go wrong will go wrong. I say if something can't go wrong, Otis will go wrong and do it. I got the D, chat. I have found the D. Shield that blocks magical projectiles. The D hat. And treasure. Singular. Haha! Secret block. Put in your D bag. That's the one I already have. Small Wario can't collect treasures because you need dash or flame the chest open. Oh, really? Oh my. Goodness. Wow, I had exactly 10 coins. How fortuitous. Where the Shovel Knight system comes from? I think I like the bull hat. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Charge. Da-na-na-na. at that! Look at it! Behold my treasure, chat! It's all shimmery shiny. 1 down, 14 to go. Easy peasy. NBD. I do really enjoy the enemies frozen in the ice blocks. It's a time-honored tradition at this point, but I still think it's cute. Okay, Wario cannot charge... Oh, Christ. Wario cannot charge underwater. I guess that's the purview of the jet hat. Also, I think... There we go. Yeah, now we're talking. I feel like I might have discovered last time that the dragon hat also works underwater. Uh-oh. No. Waters are treacherous indeed. Oh, there's no jet hat. No, damn it. I'm still not clear on shoulder dashing and bashing etiquette in this. What can be done to what? Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh no! I don't think I can do this. Ha! Skip? You could just not fight the boss there, huh? Yar har har har. I have defeated Sherbet Land. I have subjugated it. It is now mine. That's it. Yeah, King Knight kind of moves like Wario. He's got the whole dash thing going on. So. Okay, chat. Why don't we leave old Wario here? Why don't we? Do you need to do anything? I don't think it does. Okay. I'm sure everything's all saved, so that will be our Wario Land experience for the evening. I like King Knight except for the whole card game they attached to it. Yeah, I'm normally a big fan of card games. I don't remember getting particularly into that one, as it happens. Do they have any... Oh, they got some mention of Stove Canyon and the SST Cup. They got a diagram of level 28. Well, that's cool. Wow, they actually break down a lot of stuff. Parsley Woods. Syrup Castle. Oh, there's a genie. Oh, interesting. So eventually you would trade in your treasures for monies. How nice will your house be? That depends on how much money you have. The best reward is a great castle. The worst is a humble birdhouse, which certainly isn't grand enough to impress Mario. I mean, if you find a genie, why do you have to give him money? Looks like a full guide. No. It mentions all of the overarching areas, but there's no breakdown of any of the levels in Syrup Castle. Parsley Woods, they only diagram one. Stove Cannon, SST Cup, they only diagram single levels from each, so. They leave plenty unspoiled for you to wow your way through it yourself. The castle is not actually the best ending. Really? Really? Is the best ending Wario discovering himself and realizing that it's not material possessions that make him happy, but rather finding happiness within and learning to be content? Haha, no. No. Of course not, idiot. It's a bigger castle. What is actually the best ending? I'm curious now. Also, I noticed these screenshots in the trading and treasure section have like 5 digits in coins. That's insane. Wario will never learn self-actualization. Mario in chains. That's kind of Good evening, Loaded High. Good to see you. Like how? No, I mean like what is it? Like if the best ending is not him getting a giant castle, then what is? Is there something bigger than the castle? Is there something fancier than the castle? I'm just curious, because I imagine the money bin. Yeah, I imagine if I do eventually end up playing all the way through Wario Land, I'm probably not even gonna get the castle. Be lucky to find all the treasures, really. Planet Wario. I'd play that game. That would have been a nice companion piece to Mario Galaxy. Planet Wario. That would have been pretty fun. Oh, no. I got Planet Disappointment, chat. I got Planet Tragedy. Asteroid W. He just turned it upside down. Yeah, we're not. We're not, because I didn't get anywhere in this one last time, because it's so boring. Last issue discussed the first 4 chapters of Mike Jones's journey through time. Stops in prehistoric land of cave dwellers, ancient Egypt, and 19th century London. Mike managed to collect 3 of the 7 mystic tetrads. And defeat the first of 3 alien clones, the mighty Zoda. Oh yeah, that's right. Zoda cloned himself. And you get to fight them all. Unfortunately, the adventure continues. This is worth 2 inches. They went through the entire game. And I mean, you can't really be surprised. I mean, it's a first-party published game for the NES in 1994. Like, the system is very much on the wane. If this game was to meet any sort of success, they needed all the PR they could get for it, and Nintendo Power is their in-house PR wing, so. Zodax, yeah. Sounds like a depression medication or something. Are there any fan attempts at a sequel to Star Tropics? If there is, please let me know. I offhand am unaware of fan attempts at a new Star Tropics game, or even like Star Tropics inspired games. Like, you know, there's plenty of games that ape the style of Zelda and other top-down adventures, but I can't think of anything. I cannot think of anything that does this sort of like top-down grid-based. Well, not this one. Star Tropics 2 kind of gave up the grid-based aspect of it. And while I wouldn't say that's a requirement for a Star Tropics fan game, I do think it lends something to the experience. Love to play a good Star Tropics too. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Ever since my doctor prescribed Zodax, my Bubsy infestation has been kept at bay. I can finally go back to ballet lessons. Oh, God. Alright, so Chapter 5 of this particular Odyssey is in San Francisco. The Tetrad of this era is lost in a haunted mine, long closed by an avalanche. So I guess you wander around in the desert outside San Francisco. Find a cave, go into the cave, fight a skeleton miner. That's a skeleton who mines, not an underage skeleton. And you get another Tetris piece. Yay! Key part of Star Tropics for you is the jumping. Yeah, it's a lot. The jumping puzzles. The tiles. Like, it sounds stupid, but all the puzzling with the tiles in Star Tropics 1 really feels like the core of the game to me. Like having a big room full of water and tiles to hop on and figuring out the pattern and finding the hidden switches and stuff. Like, that was special. That was cool. I moved myself so you can see the majesty that is Zoda Y down there. It's, some people fear the Mothman, but I assume it's because he doesn't look like this. In Chapter 6, you head back to Renaissance, Italy. Plastered Master. Renaissance man Leonardo da Vinci has been encased in a plaster-like substance by the evil Zoda Y. Mike's mission is to make it through Leonardo's workshop so you can retrieve a hammer and chisel and free the master artist. So that's kind of interesting. So it seems like the Tetrad in this one, you don't really fight a boss. You take Da Vinci's flying machine to a castle. You apparently also get a katana in this one. The artist provides the adventurer with a flying machine and a katana. So Leonardo da Vinci just happened to have a random Japanese sword laying around to hand over to Mike. I just finished my second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 at a combined 237 hours. My brain feels swollen. Yeah, I bet. Zoda Y, Yoda's less skilled. I feel like that was what the devs kept asking during development. Zoda, why? Anyways, Zoda Y is socked away in Transylvania, Chapter 7. They couldn't be arsed to put a Dracula in here. It had to be a bug alien clone. It's Leonardo, he has the katana. I see what you did there. See what you did there. Chapter 8 is Camelot. Go back in time, meet King Arthur. Show him your sweet Japanese steel. Go fight a dragon, get a Tetris piece. You know how this goes. And then Chapter 9, believe it or not, is the return to Sea Island. With all the Tetrads in hand, Mike magically returns to the site of his original adventure, Sea Island. All the citizens have been transformed into wild boars. Now Mike must enter the cave of Sea Island, defeat one more group of powerful enemies, set things right, and vanquish the enemies for good. So it looks like Sea Island... None of these dungeons are very big, you know? Like, I'm thinking back to the dungeons in the first Star Tropics. And like in Chapter 3, there's a massive one in the Haunted Village. There's just a huge sprawling cave complex. And like the final dungeon is apparently the Sea Island Cave, and it's just a callback. It really is just a callback. It's almost entirely the original cave, and then after the boss, it looks like there's some confusing conveyor belt bullshit. And then a boss gauntlet where you fight all the previous bosses, and then you fight Zoda Z. If anybody would have had a katana in Renaissance Italy, it would have been Leonardo da Vinci. That's true. That's definitely true. Given how empty they are, do you want them to be bigger? I just want this game to be better. That's all. That's what pains me. Like, the bit of it we played last time, or last issue, it just seems like everything was half-assed in it. Like, the levels are small, the individual rooms are featureless, the enemies are uninteresting, the combat is uninteresting. Ah, it pains me, chat. It really pains me. And you know, the other thing is, I bet even if this had been a good game, it still wouldn't have sold well in the twilight year of the NES, and the Star Tropics series would be just as dead. It's just we'd have two good games instead of a good game and a bad game. So I suppose there's a twisted sort of solace in that. Like, it's not like this game killed the franchise. I think the franchise was destined to die just by the way they handled it. But oh, how I wish it would return. How I wish we could have another one. It will never happen, but I will keep that spark alive in the very pit of my soul, in the hopes that one day we get more neat top-down tile hunting, top-hopping hunting. Mike Jones for Smash. They didn't give enough of a shit about trying to upgrade to an SNES port, so it probably would have been the last one regardless. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. As part of it, the NES was on its last legs. You know, put your best people in this game. Yeah. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to the team that worked on the original Star Tropics. I should look that up. As much as I like Star Tropics, I don't really know much of its backstory, like how it came to be. Imagine Super Star Tropics. I dare not imagine. It would have been. Oh, it would have been beautiful. Imagine the tropical islands and the oceans and all the goofy critters and dungeons and stuff and gorgeous SNES 16-bit. Oh. I can't do this to myself, Chad. We can do this to ourselves, though. Let's talk about the Nintendo Power Awards for 1993. We got nominations here, chat. We're doing it again. We're running back all the games from 1993 one more time. Well, actually, a penultimate time, because this is the nominees, and then we're gonna get the winners in a couple months. Imagine the universe where Star Tropics, The Planet Zelda is Nintendo's iconic top-down action series. I can't imagine. I suppose it's technically possible, but that would be such a weird timeline. That'd be some Sliders shit right there. Anything interesting in this wall of text I'm covering up here? On the 6th annual Nintendo Power Awards, some of the toughest video game critics and business cast votes for the best game in 1983. Who are these judges? Come from across the nation, largely they are packed you, millions of players like you. Good chance to vote. All games to Super NES, NES, and Game Boy that were released between January 93 and December 93 are eligible. But since that includes more than 300 titles, we had to narrow the field a bit. More than a dozen pros voted on the top 5 picks for each of the categories, and those winners became this year's nominees. Although most of the development these days goes for the Super NES, you'll still find excellent quality games being released for the NES. Competition for top honors in the Game Boy category remains as heated as ever. Looks like the director of Star Tropics did Star Tropics 2, then never directed again, although he's a producer on... Oh, man. He was a lead designer on the Wii, so he didn't leave gaming. Okay. Interesting. What will your vote achieve? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Most importantly, you can help steer the industry towards the type of quality games you most like to play. Yeah, because all of the developers in 1994 were on pins and needles waiting for the results of the Nintendo Power Awards of 1993. Nintendo Power Awards, like our monthly top 20 poll, helps developers and retailers determine what's hot and what's not. They listen to you. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Another good reason to vote is to recognize all the effort the developers put into their work. A vote of confidence may inspire them to further heights of ultimate game creation. Sure, yeah. Jan, what? Letting other game players know games are worth playing is yet another good reason to vote. Finally, you can't win the grand prize unless you enter, so let's get to it. Make your choice. Send in your ballots. Glad they're gearing kids up for how the democratic voting process would go when they got older. Okay, so what we always do, chat, every time we do one of these, we go through each, we talk about what our personal picks would be. I heartily encourage you, I'm not going to do anything in an official capacity, but I heartily encourage you to mark down your own picks for each of these categories to see how they match up with the final pick when the winners are announced in a few months. We also tend to talk about what we think would win and what we want to win, because those are generally two different things. This is, make no mistake, this is very much a popularity contest. The biggest names in gaming are typically going to take the prize. But that doesn't necessarily line up with what I would pick as the best in each of these categories. So it's a deep discussion to be had. My uncle works at Nintendo's paying attention. Voting the Nintendo Power Awards has always been heavily skewed by the Nintendo Power Electoral. Alright, let's get started, chat. For graphics and sound, the nominees for Best Graphics and Sound include games utilizing new technologies or programming techniques and exceptional sound animation. What looks and sounds the best, chat? Alright, 8 nominees for Super NES. Veritasu! You're not one of the nominees, but you're just in time to join us for the discussion. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing tonight? I hope you were having a good one. Alright, check it out. For graphics and sound on the Super NES, the nominees are Star Fox, Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Clay Fighters, Super Empire Strikes Back, Aladdin, Jurassic Park, Mortal Kombat, and Secret of Mana. I am going to tell you straight up front, these are some really good picks. I feel like there is a case to be made for any of these. I also think our perspective is going to be a little bit skewed living here as we do in the future. But I'm curious, what's your pick, chat? What do you think? Graphics could go some ways, and sound. Secret of Mana easy. 1993 Star Fox, now Secret of Mana. I think Star Fox is gonna win on name recognition, and yeah, the spectacle of having 3D graphics on the Super Nintendo. And I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Star Fox was a technical achievement for the time. It was a remarkable thing to see on a console. But yes, as we know, 30 years down the line, pixel art aged a whole lot better than old polygons. Old, clunky-ass polygons. I would want Mana, but Star Fox the obvious pick. I will agree with y'all. I will go with Secret of Mana as the personal pick. Honorable mentions, I will say, I think both Super Empire Strikes Back and Aladdin would be good choices. Just really good examples of fine pixel art platforming for the time. The Super Star Wars games, they always look really good. Are they good games? Debatable, but they do look fantastic. Magical Quest also had solid graphics. Any of these, I seriously think you can make a case for any of these. Clay Fighter is the only one that's maybe... Clay Fighter feels like a real love it or hate it kind of thing, but I think you can make a case for it. Figure yourself, I love shitty 90s polygons. I mean, there is a difference between like N64 or PlayStation 1 graphics and Super FX games. I really do not think Super FX games have aged well. Not in the way that N64 or PS1 games have. Clayfire seemed kind of forlorn. Clayfire gets on the stop motion novelty. It definitely was a novelty. Definitely unique. Secret of Mana wins our hearts. I'll go with Aladdin myself. The animation was top notch. It was. It absolutely was. All right, on Game Boy, 5 nominees. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Mega Man 4, Kid Dracula, Mega Man 3, and Jurassic Park. Oh my god. There were two Mega Mans on the Game Boy in 1993. That's so funny. Link's Awakening pretty easily. Yeah. Yeah. Kid Dracula, I guess they're going for the kitsch factor there. Kid Dracula does not have impressive graphics. It's just cute. And I think Mega Man is kind of hurt by having 2 of his own games on there, which kind of indicates how unremarkable it is. So yeah, I think we can all agree on Link's Awakening here. And then NES only had 3. Kirby's Adventure, Battletoads and Double Dragon, and Mega Man 5. Splitting his own vote. I don't think... None of these are mind-blowing. I think it kind of just comes down to personal preference and style. Yeah, my pick would definitely be Kirby. Kirby is cute. Kirby is charming. Kirby has some really clever character designs. I just love the aesthetic overall. Yeah. All good Kirby's Adventure comes out on top. Yeah. Battletoads and Double Dragon has solid enough graphics for, you know, a Battletoads game. And look, I'm sorry, Mega Man 5 it doesn't do anything special beyond the previous Mega Mans. Some of the bosses might be a little more detailed graphically, but you think Mega Man 5 is gonna win it? I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Kirby and Mega Man 5. I don't really know which way it's gonna swing. So yeah, mark your choices, chat, if you want to keep track and see how your thoughts match up with the thoughts of the masses back in 1994. Okay, for theme and fun, this one is always very nebulous. They say the nominees for best theme and fun all reflect games with exceptional depth of play and overall quality, but they range from action to fighting to adventure. Like, I would say think of theme and fun as just like fun factor. I guess to them theme factors into that, but I think it's really just about the fun. Which of these on this list are the most fun? Because I don't think the game with the best theme like ever wins this one. And I mean, Street Fighter 2 is on here. Like, you don't really play Street Fighter 2 for the theme. You play Street Fighter 2 to beat your friend's ass when they come over to your house. Street Fighter 2 wins any category it's included. It's hard to argue against that, really. For the Super NES nominees, there's 7: Lost Vikings, Star Fox, Mario All-Stars, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Secret of Mana, Super Bomberman, and Super Empire Strikes Back. I play Street Fighter 2 for Guile's theme. I think Link's Awakening and Legend... Secret of Mana are the only games on the list with real themes. Super Bomberman, if you got 3 friends in a multi-tab. You are not kidding, yeah. That was a party every night in college. That was so much fun. So yeah, Street Fighter 2 is probably going to take this category. My pick... My pick would probably be Secret of Mana again. I mean, in terms of theme, I don't really think any of these other games can even touch it. And as far as fun, it's, to me, a very fun game. I think it's a very satisfying game to play. Alright, on Game Boy, 4 nominees. Jurassic Park, Zelda, Link's Awakening, Kirby's Pinball Land, and Kid Dracula. I mean, it's gonna be Zelda. It's gonna be Zelda. I think on Game Boy, it's just gonna be Zelda versus everybody else. I think the only real question is when... yeah, Kirby's Pinball for fun? I do notice Kirby's Pinball Land is down there for challenge, so... Secret of Mana, Link's Awakening, and Abstain. Yeah. Yeah. Girl. On NES, 4 nominees. Mega Man 5, Kirby's Adventure, Yoshi's Cookie, and Battletoads and Double Dragon. I mean, theme and fun. I think Mega Man... Okay, this one, I think Mega Man's gonna win. I would pick Kirby's Adventure. I think Kirby's Adventure is a more fun game than Mega Man 5. Jurassic Park must have been popular when this issue came out. I wonder if they had sales data. I wonder if a lot of people picked it up, or maybe they were not so subtly encouraged to put Jurassic Park on these lists. I don't know how this works. I can only speculate. All right, challenge. Challenge is another one that we've had trouble interpreting in the past. The nominations category excel at confounding human opponents, but they're so fun and involving that you want to go back for more and more. Okay, so I think what they're saying for challenge, I think the winner of the challenge category is something that is hard but fun to overcome. So how hard can a game be without becoming frustrating? I think is what they're posing here, if that makes sense. Super NES nominees are Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Mario All-Stars, Star Fox Shadowrun, Secret of Mana, and Alien Cube. Star Fox? All-Stars? I'm gonna go against the grain on this one. I'm gonna say Super Empire Strikes Back. I think Empire is one of the harder games on this list, but I think it's a gratifying sort to get through. I think this being Nintendo Power, there's a decent chance that All-Stars or I would probably guess All-Stars over Star Fox in terms of the popular vote. Because All-Stars did have lost levels in it. That to me, like, if Nintendo can make a point about the difficulty of that and how satisfying it is to overcome or something, they absolutely will. I mean, lost levels, whether the challenge is fun is another matter. I think I remember liking it. It was, when we streamed it, it was an absolute struggle. Like, it was rough. It really felt like a Kaiser ROM hack in parts, but yeah, I would guess Super Mario All-Stars for the popular vote. I could also see Super Empire Strikes Back winning, and that would probably be my pick. On Game Boy, we've got, oh lord. We got Ultima, Runes of Virtue 2, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Mega Man 4, Tetris 2, and Kirby's Pinball Land. Unless people come out of the woodwork for Kirby's Pinball Land, I think Zelda gets this one. It's not a particularly challenging game, but again, I think people are just gonna vote for whatever's here. Really? I mean, I really do think all of these categories are just gonna be... Yeah, no. I don't think Legend of Zelda is a particularly challenging game, but yeah. Nobody's gonna pick Ultima. Nobody's gonna pick Tetris 2. Kirby's Pinball Land is hard. It just depends on how many people actually played it. Maybe Mega Man? Maybe? I don't disagree. Mega Man 4 is definitely a harder game. I just don't know that people are actually gonna vote for it. Like, Link's Awakening is kind of the Street Fighter 2 Turbo of the Game Boy category this time. You know? It is, I mean, you'll see it in the top 20. It is so much bigger than any other game on the Game Boy. It fucking just exploded. Yeah, I'm with Toast on this. I expect people to just vote for their favorite game regardless of category. These are idiot 90s children, okay? I know I was one of them. So yeah, I think it'll be a wild upset if Link's Awakening loses any category no matter how much it actually deserves to lose. Stupid snot-nosed 11-year-olds aren't gonna pay attention to the category. Exactly, yeah. But I also totally agree. Mega Man 4 should absolutely take it over Zelda. Mega Man 4 or Kirby. Because, I mean, Kirby does... I've played a lot of Pinball Land in my life. Because it's hard as fuck, but I can't deny enjoying it. I do enjoy going back to it now and then. So. Alright, and then NES, we've got Fire and Ice. That's a name we haven't heard in a while. Kirby's Adventure, Tetris 2, and Mega Man 5. I mean, it's kind of got to be Mega Man 5 here, I think. Fire and Ice is probably the hardest game on here, just on a logical level. But Mega Man 5 is also... I guess Mega Man 5 would probably be the hardest of the NES Mega Mans outside of 1. Like but 1 is kind of like a unique janky sort of hard. Mega Man 5 is just painful. I just found 5 and 6 kind of easy. I mean, once you know what to do in the Proto Castle, sure, but those bosses are fucked up. Like some of those, I forget what they're called. The guys with the gun arms. Yeah, no. Mega Man 5 is pretty straightforward to get through the original 8 Robot Masters. Crystal Man stage kind of sucks. But no, it's once you get to the castles. The Proto Man castle bosses are fucking awful. The gun arm mans. I know they have a name. There's some term for them, but I don't remember what it was. The last one or second to last one is like you either use beat to wear him down or you just fucking die. And I think the Wily bosses were pretty hard too. So yeah. Outside of the weird janky shit like trying to beat Mega Man 1 without using the pause exploit, I think Mega Man 5 is the hardest out of the originals. I think. 6 might be the hardest to get to because it's so boring though. Heyo! Anyway, for play control. According to Nintendo Power, this is one of the most difficult categories to judge. Games should be intuitive, responsive, and have a variety of moves. Complexity is okay if it adds to the game. Alright, best controls. Which of these games controls the best cool spot really put out there to die, huh? Alright, so on Super NES, 5 candidates. Star Fox, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Aladdin, Super Mario All-Stars, and Cool Spot. Yeah, Street Fighter 2 Turbo is gonna win. Now the question is, do you think Street Fighter 2 Turbo should win? I don't think anybody in chat's gonna be pulling for Cool Spot, but there are some alternatives here. It is kind of comparing apples to oranges, you know? We've got a corridor flight sim, a fighting game, and 3 platformers. If I bother even counting Cool Spot. I will say Aladdin has really satisfying fluid movement, and I never felt like I was fighting the controls in that. I also played a vast majority of the game without using the glide, which I know drove people absolutely fucking bonkers. And to me, that means it has a very, very competent control scheme, where you have something as powerful as a slow fall and you actually don't even need it to get through the game. Never enjoyed the feel of controls in a fighter, too stiff, jump on up. I get what you mean. And especially with older fighters. Even the different versions of Street Fighter 2, they do feel kind of stiff. But that being said, in terms of like putting out moves and stuff, it is very responsive. I won't deny that. Compared to those 4, Aladdin is probably your second. I would wish for Aladdin to win, but we all know Street Fighter 2 well. On Game Boy, it's Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, Link's Awakening, Kirby's Pinball Land, and Felix the Cat out of nowhere. This one I could actually see a Mega Man winning. Zelda, like Link's Awakening doesn't control poorly or anything, but I mean the old 2D top-down Zeldas weren't really known for, like, you know, crazy good play control. And I will say, exactly, Worst Elephant. Love Link's Awakening. I don't know how to praise his controls exactly. I'll also say that for me, I prefer Link's Awakening to Link to the Past. I think it's a better game overall. But I do think Link's Awakening doesn't feel as good to play as Link to the Past. I would say when it comes down to controls, I think Link to the Past handles better than Link's Awakening, and so that could reflect poorly upon it. Interface is a bit messy. They were working with a few buttons. A few more passive items would have been good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It does have kind of a janky menu system because they only had 2 buttons to work with. That is a good point. Alright, and then on NES, we got Mega Man 5, DuckTales 2, Kirby's Adventure, and Battletoads and Double Dragon. I assume Mega Man 5 is going to win here. The Mega Man games are rather famed for having solid play control, so. It's true, you can't make bomb arrows in Link to the Past, but you also can't expect the masses to vote the way that elite true Zelda murder heads would vote either. What? Oh, God, I was like, are we done? No, certainly not. Certainly not. Yeah, piece of power. Now you deal double. Oh God, don't remind me. Okay, so now we've got some mixed system categories because we've got, yeah. Best hero. Great heroes are great no matter what system you find them on. This year's heroic nominees range from the totally tough to the whimsically weird. So across all systems, we've got Batman, Mega Man, Bubsy, Fox McCloud, Link, Kirby, Mario, Aero the Acrobat, The Lost Vikings, and Luke Skywalker. So chat, who wins the popular vote for best hero? Link, Kirby, or Mario? Link or Kirby, you think? Probably Link. Probably Link. The momentum gained from Link's Awakening on Game Boy probably shoots him to the top. I was about to meme on Bubsy, but fucking Aero, really? Come on, yeah. How low have you fallen that people will hold off memeing on Bubsy to style on you? Excuse me, Luke Skywalker would win. Maybe Fox, the comic, was really convincing. Not outside the realm of possibility, certainly. Where is Cool Spot? Start pounding the table. Cool spot, cool spot, cool spot. Much like Mario, I'm not sure kids are keen for a plumber being the coolest. Yeah. Also, Mario has had plenty of time in the spotlight. You know, Link... I think Link, in relative terms, is at this point in the timeline a bit more of a late bloomer. The original Zelda's, of course, a classic. Zelda 2 was kind of whatever. But then 3 and 4, I think, did a lot for it as rep. Whereas Mario's been very, very consistently solid. But at this point, it's also been several years since Super Mario World. And Mario is currently circling the drain of edutainment games. With Mario is missing in Mario's time machine, so. This might be the contest you won second prize on? Really? You won one of the 100 Super NES games chosen by Nintendo Power? No kidding. Second prize, you just get some random review copies of a garbage you have lying your front. I think I remember, and I think I remember entering 2 contests as a kid. And I think this is the second one. The first one I entered was for the Super NES when that was coming out. And I think this was the second one because winning 25 games would be fucking huge, right? I would have loved that. All right. But let us not get distracted from our grim business here, chat, because we need to talk about best villain. Just as with heroic, sinister doings transcend what video game systems a villain appears on, these nominees are simply the most fun to hate. Any system, we got Andross, Dr. Wily, Darth Vader, M. Bison, the Dark Queen, the Penguin, Marvin the Martian, Goro, and Jafar. I read them saying, I know you get to choose, but here's what I already have, and I really like Super Metroid for Willing, and they sent me... Oh, that's awesome! That is really cool, Satellite. Dr. Wily, come on. I think... Okay, you joke about Goro. I think there's a non-zero chance it goes to M. Bison. Yeah. Just on the number of kids who bought or rented Street Fighter 2, got to the end of arcade mode, and just got straight fucking washed by him over and over and over again. I mean, Dr. Wily is timeless. You know, the thing about Andross, he's kind of a non-entity in the actual game. Like, you don't even really see his face until the final approach on Venom at the very end of a run. So, I'm sure all the teenage boys and dads would vote Dark Queen. I'm not sure there's gonna be enough awakenings for her to take it, but I would certainly be pleased if she did. Angry 12-year-old vote is strong. I think Darth Vader has name recognition. Possibly. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to remember previous votes. I feel like licensed characters don't tend to take these. For you, the day Satellite Sun won a random SNES game was the most important day in their young life. But for M. Bison, it was Tuesday. Alright, most innovative game, chat. Innovation is what keeps video games fresh and exciting. These nominees offer game players new experiences and present new challenges. Okay, only the Super NES is represented here, because only innovation is happening on the Super NES. They have offered up Zombies Ate My Neighbors, The Lost Vikings, Super Bomberman, Sim Ant, Shadowrun, and Evo. Absolutely shocked to see Evo make anything in one of these lists. I have an approximately 3-foot-tall statue of Marvin the Martian. Dude, you have a life-size Marvin the Martian. That's amazing. That is so cool. You should post a picture in Discord. I'd love to see that. I said the day I learned I once sucked ass right up until... Really? This middle school, what more can I say? Was Street Fighter 2 not innovative? Point of order here. Street Fighter 2 was a 1992 release. Street Fighter 2 Turbo was the 93 release. And if we could be honest for a second here, Street Fighter 2 Turbo is the literal opposite of innovative. It sucks innovative out of the room. I would vote Star Fox as innovative. It's kind of interesting they didn't put Star Fox on here, since you mentioned it. Given Super Bomberman is a super version of the original Bomberman, I wouldn't say it's innovative. Yeah, I don't really see that one either. Maybe because of the multi-tap play, being able to play 4 or even 5 players at a time. Yeah, like Mizra is saying, Lost Vikings or Super Bomberman for you. Gotta be Evo. What's more innovative than Evolution? Stagnative? Is stagnative a word? I'm not actually sure. I want to say Evo or Shadowrun. I think in terms of what an RPG can be on console, I think Shadowrun was pretty innovative. Shadowrun was innovative theme. Go with it for its setting. I mean, I would say like the cursor-based interface. The interesting mix of gunplay and adventuring and dialogue, puzzling and whatnot, I'd say makes it pretty innovative. Evo, I acknowledge that's mostly just also I like the game. Shadowrun was super innovative, although nobody really built on it in the SNES era that I recall, yeah. Yeah, they motherfucking took that engine and made Super Solitaire with it. And I mean, they made a cool solitaire game, but at the same time, it kind of hurts my heart to think about that. As an adult, I vote Shadowrun. Vote for the game made by the Australian House. There's no way idiot kids will vote for it, but you're not wrong. Yeah. Well, I mean, that does leave the question: what will idiot kids vote for? Because there's no easy option here. There's no Street Fighter. There's no Star Fox. So, what do y'all think the popular vote will be on this one? Man, probably Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Vote Zombies because you can play as kids. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Zombies taking it. It's also just got a funny title. It's easy to vote for a funny title. Alright. Least interesting category of all time. Best sports game. On the Super NES, we got Nigel Mansell World Championship Racing, Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, Madden NFL 94, WWF Royal Rumble, NHL Stanley Cup, and Legends of the Ring. Gotta be WWF. I mean, that would be my personal pick. It's the one of these that I had the most fun with. But it's not innovative. I like the idea of Zombies Ate My Neighbors more than the actual game. The actual game has a lot of issues, mainly game balance, but yeah. I vote for nothing! Legend of the Ring should win because of murder for entertainment. What is this music? This music is... it's from Jerry Boy. You know, the game where you play as the blue jelly blob. Probably supposed to be Jelly Boy. Best sport game is an unreleased one. Top Gear is probably the best racing game. I think Top Gear was 92. I think Top Gear might have been 92 and Top Gear 2 was 94. Maybe. Wasn't it the boxing game we played where you move around the ring? That was Riddick Bowe? I think that was Riddick Bowe Boxing. Street Fighter was a sports game in a sense. Blood sport, yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, MMA is a sport, right? And Street Fighter is basically MMA before MMA. I mean, it really is. I mean, it really, really is, actually. Oh, you wanna do a refresh on Nigel Mansell? We can do that. We can do that. This is not meant as encouragement either way, but tonight has been surprisingly light on game requests. So I'm not complaining. It means we're making a real good time through this issue, but also not against trying anything if you want to see it. Kind of sound like a Yoshi's Island track, but then went in a different direction. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Shame it isn't on here. I'll go with that one. Yeah, it was, you know, it was 94, so. But yeah, that one was cool. Alright. Oh my god. Whoa, hold up. Wait. Oh man. Shit. Okay, when I come back, when we come back from Nigel Mansell's racing, I need to show you this box art. I need to show you this box art. It's a thing. You are not prepared for this. Mansell's advice. All right, give me a race circuit. I like the interface. The interface is really cool. Monaco. Give me the classic. Weather status, sunny, I guess. You can customize your car a whole bunch of different ways. Let's race. Oh, there it is. Why the fuck is on that button? Weird. Hey, doink. So, I gotta say, excellent sense of speed here. A lot of Super NES racing games fall down on the sense of speed. But this is actually quite solid. The sound, as Ms. Roy has observed, is fucking awful. It is really, really bad, and it only gets worse in the tunnels. But yeah, I do want to give them some credit for making it feel like you're actually in an F1 racer. And playing really smooth, too. Like, not a hint of slowdown to this. That's honestly impressive. Does look nice. I think I remember saying when we played this before, it's kind of weird that all of the action happens in, like, the bottom quarter of the screen. Like, it's not a bad idea, really, to have the racing occupy that area and then have the rest just be kind of, like, open. It makes the vistas look a lot bigger. Plus, it leaves you plenty of space for the UI. But it does kind of feel weird. It does feel like going 300 kph? It does, yeah. I think it would have been better. I think this could have done with better balance. I think they could have done a bigger race car sprite, had that take up the bottom quarter of the screen, had all the nice motion and stuff happening more towards the middle, and still save the top for the UI. Does help, yeah, it probably does help the frame rate too. Yeah. Yeah, I would put this on the more positive end of the racing game spectrum for the Super NES. I could recommend this to somebody. Despite my absolute garbage racing, I'm still in 5th. Currently 300 kph is 186.4 miles per hour. Damn. And then I noticed that while this looks amazing, the readability on curves is near 0. Yeah, they put these signs up, but it doesn't really indicate how sharp the curve is, so it's It's, again, a learning process. Alright, I think that's probably fine. We got our refresher course. Honestly, I really don't want to listen to that engine whine anymore. And I'm really excited to show you this box art, because holy shit. Alright, you are not prepared, chat. You are not prepared. For Ultima, the Savage Empire. Like, it looks to me like they got, fuck, what's his name? The guy who painted all the really oily women back in the 80s and 90s. The hell was that guy's name? It looks like one of his. I see this on GOG! Frank Frazetta, thank you so much. Frank Frazetta. Yeah, this totally looks like one of his pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna level with you. I did not know there was an Ultima game where you played as a big game safari hunter, hunting T-Rexes with hot, oily tribal ladies. Like, I think I would have played more Ultima back in the day had I known this was a thing. I keep meaning to try these games. I mean, yeah, just look at it. I think Savage Empire was an Ultima spin-off game. Was this game? You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Ultima Savage Empire. Now, it's a Super Famicom box. I don't know if it actually came here. In Japanese, Ultima Kyoryu Teikoku. There's one on Mars, too? Holy fuck. Alright, first off, let me check. English ROMs. Ultima... Nope. On Super NES, we got Ultima Runes of Virtue, The False Prophet, and The Black Gate. I don't suppose Europe there. No. So that means it's Japan only. I mean, I got it. Ultimately, you're never going to understand what you're doing anyway, yeah. Is Japan only released in 95? Apparently. The original came out in 1990. Oh, okay. I'm almost certain this game is free on GOG because I've seen the distinctive boobs in my GOG library. I mean, you gotta give Rosetta credit. Man knew how to make an eye-catching piece of art. Sorry, Savage Empire. My bad. I guess I had X-Bet on the brain. Alright, hopefully I can actually get into the game. I don't care about this. Oh, that's story. Story. That's play fucking video game. Yes. Yes to all of this. Can I just... Cool, okay, you can just mash straight through dialogue. Excellent, okay. Smack, smack, smack. Inventory. Does the name job, etc. talking format? I'm sure this will be racially... that's interact. Small series of spin-offs based on the Avatar gets dumped somewhere other than Britannia. That's cool. Bet there's no way this aged poorly. Well, fortunately for us, we can't read anything. So if it did age that poorly, we'll never know. I was gonna dig the pulp aesthetic, but yeah, it's gonna be cringe-inducing. Public is indeed cool. Alright, I should wander out of the village and die. Let us be assured of our demise. Holy sweet mother of God. Well, I was right. Like, holy shit, why did you do that? Was that Gorilla Panther? That's what it looked like. The Ultima Savage Empire is free on GOG. Alright. You two can wander 5 feet out of the village and get absolutely murked by some giant critter. Or not. I am just going to follow this road to its logical conclusion. Uh-oh. Dinosaur! Is it a different village? Brr. Big lizard. Holy, oh God, Jesus. Oh, that's a saber-tooth something or other. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, God. This guy looks cool. I'm a bit confused. Are we supposed to be having fun yet? I told you I saw those bazongas before I... Okay, I just did something. This might be like a quest location or something. Our fighting animation does not fill me with any particular confidence in our abilities. In fact, I find it a bit concerning. I'll punch some dinosaurs, I'll punch these little guys. Okay, I can actually punch the little ones. I can also die. Death is also a possibility. Okay. Alright. Well, chat, the big takeaway from tonight is that the English comprehensible version of this game, more comprehensible version of this game, is free on GOG. So get your ass to GOG, get your own copy of this game, and leave me alone about it. It's no longer go punch dinosaurs oddish, it's go punch dinosaurs chat. Hey, I recognize this song. All right, last category, best overall game, chat. What is the best game on each system for 1993? It's time to add it all up and choose the best game in 1993. Everyone will weigh the decision differently. For some players, the graphics and sound may tip the balance, while others may prefer a game with greater challenge or a great character. Some games have a great balance of all the categories, like our nominees for best overall game listed below. Alright, for Super NES, 8 options. Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Mario All-Stars, Street Fighter II Turbo, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, Mortal Kombat, and The Lost Vikings. I think we all know what's gonna take the popular vote. Probably gonna be Mario. You're thinking All-Stars is gonna take this one? I feel like maybe my vision is clouded from all the intervening years. I feel like people weren't really that jazzed about All-Stars when it came out. I don't think it's fair to have a compilation game in this category. I don't think Nintendo Power gives a fuck. I think Nintendo Power wants that game to win. I give it to Super Mario All-Stars as someone living in 2024 to whom all of these games are old as ass. I think it's either gonna go to Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Star Fox. That's my guess. Secret of Mana is your personal favorite. Of these games, I would pick Secret of Mana. I think Secret of Mana is the best of the games presented here, but I don't think that's what's gonna win the popular vote. Personally. Yeah, my assumption would be Street Fighter 2 or Star Fox. But I suppose we'll simply have to wait and see, chat. On Game Boy, the options are Link's Awakening, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 3, Felix the Cat, Kirby's Pinball Land, Yoshi's Cookie, and Kid Dracula. Yeah, it's Zelda. Actually, I just realized I missed a request here. Oh, and there's the reminder for it. I want to say Link's Awakening. There's no way to know until Otis plays Yoshi's Cookie. All right. Also, I noticed from your request, we know all suck. I had no idea Yoshi predated Super Mario World, and I have to know he didn't. He didn't. Yoshi was introduced in Super Mario World. Super Mario World is from what? 91? Yeah, Super Mario World was released in 1991. Yoshi's Cookie was released in 1993. So, Link, nothing else has a chance. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But we will take. I actually haven't played the Game Boy version, if I remember correctly. So, this is a very legit request. Super Mario World was the release title. It was the pack-in with the original system. I believe in this era, I believe by 94, new Super NESs were being sold with Mario All-Stars. Wait, I think there was a combination cartridge. I think they actually made a Super Mario World Mario All-Stars combination cartridge to sell with some systems. I'll have to the next time we go into the SNES archive. There's a combo cartridge ROM, so yes. Okay, cool. I'm not making it up. You seen a ROM sets? Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild, but it has to exist. Had to dump that ROM from somewhere. Came later. Yeah, that would make sense. The original Super NESs were sold with Super Mario World, and 93, 94 they start selling with Mario All-Stars, and then a couple years down the line from that, sell them with the combo cart for both. So that way people can play catch up. Had a fucked up sprite for Luigi in Super Mario World. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that. Cookie! Is Mario fucking that cookie? I guess he didn't like it so much. Yoshi! No, Yoshi! Oh, okay. Now Mario's gonna cave his skull in. Anyway, let's just play this thing. What's the deal with Yoshi? Is this their first ever appearance? No! Yoshi's first ever appearance was in Super Mario World. Super Mario World came out in 1991. Yoshi's Cookie came out in 1993. Basically, they took a puzzle game that they already had, and they just rebranded it with Mario shit. That's it, really. Super Mario World's pack and press NES was definitely first. Actually, Yoshi's first appearance was in Flicky for the Master System. Chat, I hate to be a Debbie Downer. I kind of hate Yoshi's Cookie. It's built on mechanics that I am not super into. I'm not gonna call it terrible. I'm sure there are people out there who genuinely enjoy it and would take it over a Tetris or whatnot, but not me. Not me, if we can be honest. I'm a little baffled. What are you doing? The cursor lets you move a row or column of cookies. You're trying to line things up, so only one kind of cookie is in each row and column. So you'll see here, these top two will get removed, and then we'll get these lined up by moving them over. The arcade mode for this, I don't think is very good. Super NES Yoshi's Cookie has a puzzle mode that I think is a lot better, where basically they give you a preset board and a limited number of moves, and you have to clear the entire board in that time. I think that's fun. Would you be okay with Yoshi's Cookie with the gameplay of the Talos Principle? What? I cannot even conceive of such a thing. One of these, guess I've gotten my Dragon Cleanse worth whenever you want to be done. Okay, fair enough. Let me prove my worth as a human by completing this particular one. I mean, maybe. You don't have to, we already know your worth. There we go. Yeah, I don't like it because you're basically at the mercy of the game. Like, if you start with a board that can't be solved in one go, then you're basically just waiting for it to give you the necessary pieces to finish. And I don't like that. Gameplay like that is much more compelling in something like Tetris or even like Dr. Mario. Because you have more options in how you manage those pieces. Whereas this, you just get shotgunned a bunch of cookies and it's like, okay, match what you can, and if you can't match everything, wait it out. I need to sort these cookies. I have to connect these lasers first while some AI demands I prove unconscious. Oh, just a cookie of little honor. Alright, and then on NES, we got Battletoads and Double Dragon, Kirby's Adventure, Yoshi's Cookie, DuckTales 2, Mega Man 5, RC Pro-Am 2, which I feel like this is the first mention of in the magazine ever, and Fire and Ice. I know, and motherfucking Yoshi doesn't even eat the cookies! Like, why bother having the eating machine character of the whole Mario stable if he's not gonna fucking eat the food? Mom and Dad played a lot of Yoshi's Cookie before they got Tetris Attack. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm sure there are people out there that enjoy it. It is just, it has no appeal for me whatsoever. Gluten allergy. And he has it before my time. I like Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice is a neat game. Fire and Ice is solid. I'll straight up. My pick would be Kirby's Adventure. I think Mega Man 5 is probably gonna take it. Fire and Ice deserves it. Kirby's gonna win it. Guess I'm okay with that. Fire and Ice in this economy? I hope Kirby wins it. But Mega Man usually has a pretty strong showing in the overall category. So we'll see. I'm sure a Mega Man would win the Game Boy category if Link's Awakening didn't exist in 1993. So, was 5 good? I didn't like 5 for a long time. When I went back and played it, it was better than I remembered, but it's still rough. It is hard and not in a particularly balanced way. It has some very distinct difficulty spikes and some really frustrating level design. It's not one of the better NES Mega Man games. In fact, I would say probably, if I was going to rank the NES Mega Man games, I would probably do 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1. It's in the bottom half of the NES Mega Man. So this is one of the they're all the same but bad, not they're all the same but good. Yeah, they kind of, yeah. Like, okay, Mega Man 1 is janky as hell, but it's got the DNA of what would become great in Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is also janky as hell, but in a more manageable way. And it's got all the proper Mega Man pieces in place. Mega Man 3, I think, is the peak. Because I feel like it took what they had in Mega Man 2, sheared off a lot of the jank, streamlined a bunch of things, added some new stuff, and had a really good balance. Mega Man 4 is where they added the Charge Buster, and I feel like it wasn't a good addition in that game because they ended up making all the enemies have a lot more health so that you'd have a reason to use the Charge Buster, and I just don't think it balanced things out very well. That being said, Mega Man 4 is not a terribly hard game, and it is fun to go through, so I just think 3 and 2 are better. 5 is the legit hardest one out of all of them because of some poor design decisions. And I think Mega Man 5 is deep into that phase where the sub-weapons just aren't useful outside of their boss battles. You know, things really fell off after the Metal Blade and 2. Mega Man 3 does have that awesome intro music too, yeah. And then, I'm sorry, Mega Man 6 is boring. Mega Man 6 commits one of the worst possible sins of a Mega Man game. It's just boring. And there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. At that point, by the point of 6, I think the formula was well and truly played out and needed a refresh in the form of Mega Man X on Super Nintendo. But yeah, it's just uninteresting bosses, uninteresting level design. I forget which one is Dr. Wily the villain. Anyway, chat, I hope you wrote down your answers for the Nintendo Power Awards in a couple months. We'll see what the actual answers were as voted on by idiot children in the 1990s. I can't wait. I'm sure you can't wait either. So, with that, we've made it to the top 20. Do you think we can finish the magazine tonight, chat? It's kind of up to y'all. It depends on how request crazy y'all want to go with the top 20 and now playing. Probably not. Okay, I tell you what. This will actually work out then. I think what I'm gonna do is end early tonight because, like I said, I'm really tired and I gotta get up really early tomorrow. because I'm going to my parents' place to help move some furniture, and I need to leave here quite early. RV Winkle, I did play Flashback. I was really looking forward to it. I really like Flashback. It was kind of not a good game to stream because it has like no checkpoints. And the jungle, the first jungle area is hilariously lethal. And if you die, you've got to do the whole area over again. You basically have to do the whole thing deathless, which is not an easy proposition. So I really wanted to get to the city and start showing off the kinds of stuff that you do in the city, because it's honestly a really cool sequence, but I couldn't get past the jungle on stream. So yeah, I played Flashback. I remember it like it was yesterday. Maybe GameFAQ would help skip back that bad first impression. I think it's the execution more than that. Flashback has, like, you know, like Out of This World, has pretty tricky execution. My big now playing request is next month, IRC. Okay. So yeah. Alright then, chat. Well, wouldn't mind seeing the level either. Well, you know what? When we reconvene on Thursday to finish the magazine, Flashback is in the Super NES Top 20. You can request it. I can try to get through the jungle level again. Who knows? Maybe I'll even take some time and practice it a bit on my own, so that I can get through it. Or maybe I'll see if there's like a level skip or something. There probably is. I'll probably just do that then. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, we did. Is there really not a save station in the first level? If there is, I couldn't get to it. But yeah. All right. Anyway, chat. Quick schedule reminder, and then I'll send you off to raid somebody. So tomorrow night, no stream, of course. It is Sunday, as it tends to be. Monday, we're back on Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be wrapping things up, I think, or seeing what there is to wrap up, really. Check out that Game Boy golf game. I think it's Thursday, we'll be right back here. We will endeavor to finish the top 20, and if y'all want to see Flashback, we'll see about that. Friday is most likely going to be Master System Odyssey, and then I guess next Saturday, a week from tonight, we'll start the next issue of Nintendo Power. What's in that? Well, you'll have to show up and find out, I think. So yeah, with that said, chat, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go see who's up. Well, we got some options tonight. I believe I will send you over to Eos. He was nice enough to raid us last night? I think it was last night. Last night or the night before. Go return the favor, shall we? So, anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for a very, very streamlined, very straightforward Power Hours night. I had a good time tonight. I hope you did as well. Enjoying us some Wario Land and some racing and some other stuff. Hopefully, I will see you all back on Monday for the continuation of Hollow Knight. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.